All right, all of college algebra, Algebra 2 and Honors Algebra 2. Here we are for our SIU Intermediate Algebra, that's Math 107, and College Algebra, that's Math 108. Final exam packet, first quarter, 20 points. Video here. As you know, we have some in-house sponsors. We got Cliff Bar here with some lovely seasonal flavors. Peppermint bark, spice pumpkin pie, you know that's a favorite. Laura Bar, just 3 ingredients. Noon hydration tablets. Want to make that water extra tasty with some energy. There we go. And looking for a healthier soda. Zevia, black cherry, 0 calorie, 0 aspartame. I think that's what it is. 0 sugar, all of the fun. Zevia. Now, where is our packet here? These will not have all the answers, but these will have a lot of answers, and we can take care of some next week in class. Now, most classes have this first page done, this second page done. Now, on this second page, I'm kind of telling everybody, number 1 here, let's zoom in, complete the table. This is for Honors Algebra 2. Okay, so Honors Algebra 2, take a look at that. We'll come back to that. All right, so my video is going to start here. So Honors Algebra 2 has to do all of these and plus a few other ones as well. Anyway, state the slope of this line. Well, it's y equals mx plus b. B is a -6 here. The slope is 0 because this is the line. This is constantly -6. This horizontal line. So show all this work. The slope is 0. All right, so through the points 7, 8, and 2, 3. 8's the bigger y value, so I'm going to do 8 minus 3 over 7 minus 2. That's 5 over 5. Slope's 1. State the intercepts and graph the line. Label all the intercepts. So we're just going to do the cover-up method. 7x equals 20. That's 20 over 7. That's almost 3. Negative 4y is equal to 20. Y is -5. So your x-intercepts, which is about right there, label that. It's 20 over 7. Your y-intercepts is right there. Okay, this is from the Math 107. This is intermediate algebra. All right, let's do this page together. Math 107 in the spring of 2018. Going to be the same denominator here. That's 10 over 15 minus 3 over 15. That's 7 over 15. So 3 is going to come out the outside and be jabbed with that negative. So that's why it's a -3 minus 8's -11. Some classes maybe did this. 1 minus 5 is a -4, which I square, positive 16. I'm going to multiply straight across here. 15 times 2 is 30. 4 divided by, or 4 times 50 is 200. Zeros cancel, 3 over 20. Order of operations says exponents first. When I raise -2 to the 3rd power, I get -8. To subtract a negative is to add 8 minus 6 plus 8, 10. Here, again, you can use your calculator and do 16 to the 3 over 2. That's fine. You could do 16 to the 3rd power and then take the square root of that. I think 16 to the 3rd is 4,096. Take the square root of that, you get 64. Here's what's, if you take calculus one day, what you're going to do in your head. You're going to take the square root of 16. That's 4. And then you're going to raise 4 to the 3rd power. We'll do this in Chapter 7. 64. Some of this we'll have to be reminded of in chapter and later on in the year. I mean, this is a final exam. All right, so 2 to the -1st is 1 over 2 to the 1st, which is 1 over 2. 5 to the -1st is 1 over 5 to the 1st, which is 1 over 5. 1/2 minus 1/5, that's 5 over 10 minus 2 over 10, which is 3 over 10. All right, so the opposite of 10/3, just multiply 10 by -1. That is -10 over 3 divided by 8. 2 divided by 8 means multiply by the reciprocal, 1 over 8. -10 over 24, because you do -10 times 1 over 3 times 8, is a -5 over 12. Dividing by 0, that's a math no-no, undefined. Don't write 0. So we'll talk about this in Chapter 7. To raise a fraction to a negative power, instead of writing 1 over 5 over 2 to the second, I can just flip the numerator and denominator and raise it to the second power. That is 2 to the second over 5 to the second, which is 4 over 25. Then on the next page, again, the top, just like before, I mean, it's almost a duplicate of the other final exam, Honors Algebra 2 only. This is for everybody. I'm going to multiply by 5. I didn't multiply by negative 5, so don't flip the inequality. Multiplying this side and that side by 5. Add 2 to both sides, divide by 4, a positive 4. X is less than or equal to negative 2. Negative 2, close that circle, shade to the left. Don't worry about interval notation. Distribute. Plus 12 minus 20x. Combine the x's. 12 minus 25x. Subtract 12 from both sides. Divide by negative 25. You get x is a negative 1/5. Awesome. Here we are. We've seen these before. Y equals 0. Well, I don't know why I said. Definitely y equals mx plus b. And m is 0. All right. B is 2. This is, again, a horizontal line where y is constantly 2. You're just flying at a straight altitude of 2. You're not rising at all. Through these 2 points, that's the bigger y. 3 minus a negative 5 over 24 minus 12. I get 2/3. State the intercepts and graph the line. Cover-up method. 4x is a negative 8. 3y equals negative 8. Those are your intercepts. My x-intercepts is a negative 2. My y-intercept is almost negative 3, negative 8/3. There's my graph. Again, pause this whenever you need. I'd like for this not to be the longest video. All right, so one is one everyone's going to do, but we'll do that one in class. Then, here are 3. You can take the square root of 0, Honors Algebra 2. This is Honors Algebra 2 only, number 3. You can take the square root of 0. So zero's, so what makes this 0? Set this equal to 0 like you do for the vertex. 4 is the smallest y value that you can have. So it goes from 4 all the way to infinity. I can have 4 from section intro to 1.6. From your second game plan of the year, the bracket means does include. So 4 to infinity is my answer. That one, A and not C. All right, so on 4, multiply all sides by 3. Multiply by 3, by 3, by 3. Negative 12 is less than 8 minus 2x, which is less than or equal to 18. Subtract 8 from all the sides. Then divide by a negative 2. When you divide by a negative 2, that's a positive 10. It's a negative 5, and the signs flip. So negative 5, less than or equal to x, which is less than 10. You don't have to use interval notation there. This is the college algebra one. Okay, no one's doing number 1. No one's doing 2. Everyone can do number 3. State the slope in the y-intercepts. So I'm going to move the 5x over. 2y is equal to a negative 5x plus 6. I'm going to divide everything by 2. So the slope is a negative 5 over 2, and the y-intercept is 3. The y-intercept is when x is 0 and y is 3. Okay, doing great. On this page, everyone is doing number 5. I'm going to multiply all the sides by 4. Multiply by 4, by 4, by 4. Negative 12 less than or equal to 2 plus x less than 24. And subtract 2 from all 3 regions there. All right, Honors Algebra 2 again. We'll talk about this one in class. You're going to do it just like we did before. Set this equal to 0. You're allowed to have the square root of 0. So you're going to have a bracket involved, and only 2 of them have brackets. That should help you out. Now, subtract 6. You got a factor here. We'll talk about that one in class. If I want to solve for x on this one, multiply both sides by 4. So 4a equals x times y. If you want x all by itself, you're going to divide both sides by y. And there's x. All right, we are almost done. Solve algebraically. Everyone just does 9 on this one. So obviously on the college algebra one, because you're in college algebra, there's going to be some of these questions that we don't want to do yet. That's the point of this class, is we'll find those out later. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. I have the absolute value of 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. I could live 7 to the right of the tracks or 7 to the left. I am going to add 3 to both sides in both equations, and I get my 2 different answers. And folks, that is it for now. We will finish the last few in class next week. This will be due by Friday the 15th for everyone. This is Yak Math Videos signing out.